Hey, beautiful soul. I'm Joy Giovanni, Joyful Medium. I'm here with your weekly reading for Friday, April 26th through Friday, May 3rd. Happy May this next week. Let's get right into this reading. It's kind of an interesting spread with some heads up, a little caution, and some guidance, but all good things, always working towards our highest and greatest good. If you have not recently checked out my events page on my website, joyfulmedium.com/events, make sure you check it out. I've got some exciting things coming up as we start to move from spring, heading towards summer. There are lots of new events and opportunities, some free, some paid. So make sure you check it out. I would love to connect with you and get to work with you in that way. This first card we've seen before kind of recently within the last several weeks. This is Page of Wands. Now, this is just letting you know that there is a new opportunity. It's not necessarily like something you haven't thought of or something you haven't been working towards. This is more something you've already been thinking about, something you've already been putting attention to. A deeper layer, a deeper level, a next chapter opportunity. It likely will be around something that you feel passionate about. So for some of you, that might be your work. I'm very passionate about my work, but for others of you, it might be a passion project. It might be something that just calls to your heart. It might be a hobby, for example. So be available for a next chapter and really be thinking about, what do you want this next segment of your life to look like, so that you can seize those opportunities when they come in. But this is an exciting opportunity coming your way. And remember, sometimes we don't always see the opportunity as an opportunity. We just see it as, oh, I'm agreeing to go to this thing, or I'm going to have lunch with this person. And something more develops or unfolds out of it. So just a little caution, it might not come wearing a name tag that says your opportunity. So just be available for invitations and things that just pique your curiosity. This next card is the Queen of Wands. Now, we saw the King of Wands not that long ago. This Queen can be about a person or a situation. This really has to do with, in the most loving way, cleaning house. Now, what do I mean by that? It could mean literally like cleaning out your closets and deciding what is taking up space that is unnecessary, but it also can relate to cleaning out your life. Are there situations, are there time drains, are there energy drains, are there people that just are not resonating with what you're trying to create in this next phase? And it can be you just needing to be very honest with people, loving. Now, this Queen is so evolved, so loving, so compassionate in her emotions, but she doesn't let that cloud her judgment. So yes, you might have a full heart for someone or something, but don't let that cloud your judgment about, is it fitting into your life in a way that serves you, that serves the greater good, or is it time to release? This can indicate some release coming our way, but we want to do it from a clear-headed, open-hearted, evolved, kind of highest version of ourselves, but making sure that you are letting go whatever doesn't serve you, whatever's not resonating with you. And what's so interesting is this next card is kind of the walking away card, this 8 of Cups. And again, we're seeing all the 8s. We're in an 8 year. So this person is moving away towards these mountains with this beautiful staff, knowing that it's going to be a climb, that it's going to be a hike. They are in the full moonlight, meaning things coming to light, emotions coming to light. Now, if you notice, none of these 8 cups are spilled over, indicating that something has happened or that there's been a loss even. So this might be a moving away from things that, you know, to ask someone else or to have someone else look might be like, well, that feels fine or that seems fine. But if you know it's not in alignment with you, with the journey you're being called to, it's okay to leave it behind and move forward. Sometimes it's uncomfortable when we're being called into a next chapter or a new phase. And this is, we're going to come to the card later, but this is a lot about, in this reading, being willing to let go or identify those things that aren't something you want to move forward with and start moving towards what it is that you do want. Start letting your feelings reveal to you what it is that is not serving you, what it is that you truly want deep in your heart, even if it means there's a mountain to climb. Even if it means that there's a long journey to get there, start moving in that direction, right? This next cup is about, this next card, which is Six of Cups, is about being aware of not romanticizing the past, meaning, as you're doing this evaluation and cutting loose whatever's draining you and moving towards whatever's in this next chapter for you, resist the urge to romanticize the past, to make a situation, an experience, a person, more on a pedestal than what actually happened. It's back to being very truthful and honest and clear with yourself. And cups have to do with emotions. So some of you might be being invited over this next week to explore some of those childhood emotions or situations or traumas or circumstances from a very clear perspective, right? This of Swords rather, not making someone to blame that wasn't, not taking on blame that's not yours, but just being honest about the situation as a whole, what actually went down, who actually was involved, what maybe they had going on, what maybe you had going on. And it doesn't mean just childhood. It could even be something from last week or last year or, other timeline points for you. So resist the urge to romanticize the past, really being open-hearted to friends and family. Maybe there's someone in your life that's going to come to you and talk about some hard emotions from the past. And it's being open-hearted but clear-minded, right? This last card, this clarifier, is Three of Pentacles. Now, this card is about collaboration, but something a little different is coming to me this week with this card based on the rest of this spread. If you notice, this model is naked and this artist is doing the portrait and this teacher or mentor is there helping, guiding, overseeing. You're being asked to be flexible about which of these positions of collaboration you're going to be in. Some of us are being called to be very vulnerable or step out of our comfort zone in ways that feel like we are naked, so to speak, or bearing our soul or putting ourselves out there in a way that feels uncomfortable. It's an important part of this collaboration for you. It's an important part of the willingness as you move into this next phase on this journey into this new chapter, right? Maybe you don't see yourself as a mentor, but you're being asked to step into a mentorship role. Maybe you don't see yourself as the artist or the creator, but you're being asked to step into a visionary type role. So whatever it is that you are being asked to collaborate or contribute into this week, just know that the best way to do it is open heart, clear head, being willing to make the climb, even if it feels challenging, not romanticizing the past and being very honest about it and who we are, but also being willing to step out of your comfort zone into a new role. Maybe you're used to being front and center and you're going to be needed more in the background, or vice versa. It's okay to step out of your comfort zone. It doesn't mean you have to leap into the deep end. You can do it incrementally, but it's likely part of this next chapter, new opportunity that's being offered to you. And just a little side note, when we see pentacles or coins, it really does let you know that there's abundance to be mined here in the best possible way. So I'm so excited to see what this week brings us. I am wishing you lots of wonderful collaboration and opportunities. And remember, we have to move through those emotions in order to get to the other side and to move forward. We can't get stuck in that loop of old emotions, right? So let me know how this resonates with you. Make sure again that you check out my events tab on my website, joyfulmedium.com. Big hugs, lots of love. See you soon.